Now that Reggae Sumfest is behind us and everyone has had time to log their experiences, what are the common takeaways from the week-long Reggae Fest in Jamaica's second city, Montego Bay? Lots of great stories from the parties to the sound clash. Not to mention the epic two-day finale. This is our official Reggae Sumfest review, to include a one-on-one with the most talked about artiste of Dancehall Night.
One king and every now and coming. Another them can't change me energy.
Rygin King of Montego Bay and Reggae Sumfest's boss, Joe Bogdanovich. Also, what acts like Bounty Killer, Popcaan, Capleton, Marshall,
Deliver your mercy.
and Aidonia told us that you will be hearing for the very first time. All coming up right here on our stage. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am Winfred Williams. We'll be back.
A lot of dangerous things are going in my life, and it's hard to sleep at times. Father God alone know what me do last night, and it makes me paranoid.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
Okay, so now that Reggae Sumfest is over and we all have had time to log our experiences, what are the common takeaways from the week-long Reggae Fest in Jamaica's second city? Lots of great stories from the parties and sound clash, and not to mention the epic two-day finale. But which gave us the moments that are now etched in our minds and will stay there for a long time to come. Here's Jason with a sum.
No rifle, no shotgun, no one pop.
Night one of the two Capleton Hall nights at Reggae Sumfest was dramatic and filled with back-to-back dancehall explosions by the new kids on the block.
What is for you is for you.
The stalwarts of Reggae Sumfest. The new generation of top-tier dancehall designates. And the much-anticipated Montegonians. When the dust settled, though, moments created by Spice featuring the likes of Miss Kitty, and a very successful debut from Rygin King were among the most talked about moments.
One king and every now and coming. Another them can't change me energy.
I'm liking the vibe. I think that we're at a very good place. I think we're now like seeing the festival transcend into a different era.
Concert night 2 was of course less dramatic and featured performances befitting the international status that Jamaica's music has in countries the world over.
But I am like a column when I easily shake.
From Jesse Royal's energetic set
We definitely approached it with a different energy.
to Maxi Priest joining forces with New Kids for some of his hits.
Oh my God, man. New Kids, nice kid. Blessed you.
And Baby Sham with a coming-of-age performance.
People pay their money to see a concert, not just you going up there and you say 4 or 5 lines, but really a concert.
Many memorable moments were created. But Beres Hammond inviting longtime friend Popeye aka Beanie Man on stage.
Him just want to say oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Watch it, watch it. Say oh na 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 na.
Damien Jr. Gong Marley being serenaded by his son on stage.
I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care.
And Capleton who closed out the festival with fire in broad daylight, are perhaps the moments most will replay in their minds.
All right, so those are some of the biggest moments of Reggae Sumfest 2018, and no doubt will be etched in our minds for a long time to come. Stay with us. After the break, the promoter's perspective. We're talking about Joe Bogdanovich. And still to come, what Bounty Killer, Popcaan, Wayne Marshall, Aidonia, and Capleton told us that you'll be hearing for the very first time. And later, the man of the moment, Rygin King.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
The entertainment media landscape is loaded with success stories for the 26th staging of Reggae Sumfest. But to what extent do the numbers back that up? Sumfest's boss, Joe Bogdanovich, brings his perspective to our stage right now. Joe, sir.
Nice seeing you.
So good to have you. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good. I'm relaxed.
Outside of the Sumfest stress, so to speak.
Yeah, man.
And excitement. Okay, sir, to what extent have you achieved your projected targets?
Well, I can just tell you, folks, I think they recognize that Reggae Sumfest is a festival, 8-day festival, a real festival that, you know, eliminates controversy and brings peace and goodwill to the city of Montego Bay, and a lot of people are working, earning money off of music. The whole city was sold out. All the hotels, restaurants were full, taxi drivers are walking around, driving around, doing all sorts of things. It just feels wonderful to be able to really help the people of Montego Bay at this time.
Okay, so it's like a shot in the arm for tourism and for economic activities in the city.
And it came from reggae music, it came from the artists, it came from the production, it came from all the people, the hundreds of people that are working on this festival. And it just feels great that it went so well. You know, not one drop of rain. Can you imagine that?
So the numbers, what are the numbers? The numbers back that up? Can you give numbers now, or is it too early?
No, it's a little early for that, but I think it's similar to last year, pretty much similar. I think we did really well on the Clash was very, very good. All the pre-events, you know, exceeded what I thought was going to happen, which I think was a pleasant surprise. I think the morning
You mean the parties leading up to the two Capleton nights?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
The 7 or 8 of them. The symposium was nice also, you know, something new to expand the brand.
So you can't give us numbers, specific numbers, but you support and endorse the big stories, all the positive stories that the media is carrying now. And
absolutely, absolutely. It's just, you know, I'm just feeling really, really good about, you know, all the hard work, you know, the team at Downsound Entertainment, you know, just really did a good job. And, you know, it's challenging to do a festival of this magnitude anywhere in the world. It's the biggest, you know, 8 days.
Can you tell where people came from?
Well, they came from Japan, they came from New York, they came from London, a big, big segment from London. They came from Norway, they came from Peru, they come from Hawaii. There was a couple of fans that came from Jay Boog, that supported him. But more importantly, it was the numbers of tourists that we could see, and I'm sure that you noticed that as well.
Yes.
And they brought another vibe, you know, just that kind of vibe that shows why they love, you know, the culture of reggae and dancehall and Jamaica in general, and you can really see it.
So how different is that from what pertained previously?
Well, it's just endorsement of the direction that we're going at Reggae Sumfest. And what it is, it's really our music, our festival. Of course, we support other acts that come from other parts of the world as long as they really really come with the spirit of love and peace for this culture and for what we're all about. Because we're a big, big voice in a small, small island. And the fact that the Rihannas of the world, the Beyoncés of the world, and all the others, you know, that are influenced by the struggle and the triumph of people being able to rise up and to be able to compete with the best in the world. And that's what we celebrate, is to be able to compete with the best, make Reggae Sumfest something that is an international, top of the top kind of festival. And I think we saw it with the production. The production each year is different and bigger and different and more inventive. And, you know, we're excited.
So that's the core principle behind it, and that you're not discriminating against any artist or any genre, but the focus is on the love and the respect for this culture, you're saying.
Yes, yes. And that's why I encourage artists to really, you know, get off the island, see who you are from other people's eyes and different cultures, because they love reggae music, they love you, and they love what you represent, and they understand what you're saying, and they understand the struggle that you've gone through to make things better for yourself.
What are you most proud of, Joe, in this from this particular stage here?
Well, I'm proud to be accepted by the Jamaican people. I'm proud that we can actually produce a world-class festival here in Jamaica, all Jamaican production, and be the top of the top. I'm proud of the team.
What would you fix? Is there anything you want to fix going forward?
Yeah, there's always room for improvement. And, you know, it's a big festival. It's just a lot of moving parts. You know, I think we did a lot better with getting people into the venue. We didn't have that kind of bottleneck at the beginning because the internet wasn't working right. We had better service, generally better service. The artists all performed magnificently, as they did last year also.
They've risen to the occasion.
Yes, they do.
Because your platform is big and global.
Yes.
And well done.
And
first class staging and lighting and general ambience. And they have risen, I see, to the occasion with their performances, with their appearances. They're taking it seriously now, aren't they?
Well, I think Rygin King did pretty well, and I'm very pleased with what he did as being someone that represents Montego Bay along with TJ and Tommy Lee, and being able to put them on at top of the top, the hardest area to be in to close the show. People don't do things like that. And the reason why we use them is because they were Montegonian artists that deserved the opportunity because they had their stuff together. And, you know, I think Rygin King, you know, he busts now, so.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, big time.
He's easily the most talked about artist coming out of Sumfest.
Well, I'd like to say that
certainly for Dancehall Night.
Yeah, I'd like to say that he had a nice set of clothes on, and I really appreciate your attire, Mr. King.
Okay. Well, you see, they just started their artists everywhere. Joe likes to see the fashion statement made on the stage.
Yes, that's right.
You should consider that when you look to be at Sumfest.
And what I like about Reggae Sumfest is to let everyone know that we're not moving out of Montego Bay. There's some rumor that we're going to be leaving Montego Bay, but that's just, you know, just remember that hashtag, I love Mo Bay.
Okay.
You'll understand where we're at.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So, Joe, you take a little time out, sir, to now, I take it?
Yeah, I'm taking my son to actually learn the banking business in Zurich. And I'm going to take him to UBS, one of the biggest banks in the world, and we're going to start learning at an early age just what money means and how you make it and how you save it and how you preserve it and go from one generation to generation.
How old is he? You're taking
He's 9.
He's 9.
9 years old.
You're making him into a banker already?
Well, you know, I just want to expose him to a lot of opportunity, and he has to choose his own destiny. But I can tell you this: I thought that. You know, Damien's son, you know, also stole the show.
Oh, yes.
Also,
that was a massive moment at the show.
Yes, and I just want you to know that we have people waiting in the wings to do their thing.
To do their thing.
Amen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, I can only thank you, sir. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Those
Nice
things that
thing.
are waiting in the
Yes.
wings, we're waiting to see them on the stage.
And keep up the good work, because you've done really great, and your award was well earned and all of that. And I think I want to see you for another 20 years.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you and the team for recognizing, sir, our thing. We humbly accept and thank all our fans everywhere in the world, around the world that we serve, for supporting us and for continuing to inspire us to continue to do this show on stage. And there you have him, the man himself, Joe Bogdanovich, ready for the next staging of Reggae Sumfest. Wow. And speaking of Rygin King, he's coming up later.
And I will never forget them like it. Sumfest, remember
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
Now, legendary dancehall Bounty Killer was, as usual, one of the most anticipated and best performers of Reggae Sumfest. But what he told us backstage after his performance may surprise you.
Sumfest! YMC 2019!
What's the rest of your summer looking like?
My next show is gonna be where? In Turks and Caicos. I'm not doing Dream this year. I'm going Turks and Caicos. And then Independence, we're going Portland Cottage, Clarendon. We're doing Watchy Seafood Festival, Turtle Tower Beach. And that's for the Independence weekend. And then after the Independence, we go to Turks and Caicos, then we come back for Besa. This is Soundfest.
Yes.
And that's my summer basically. I got like 4 more shows for the summer.
Talk about recordings, Killer, real quick, because recordings, albums, those things. I don't know if what's going on there.
I haven't put out an album from 2002.
Yes. Everybody's doing
was
albums.
Get the Dictionary and the Art of War. But because I have an album deal with VP from the Art of War, it was supposed to be 2 albums, and I only did finish 1. And then I don't want to put out a local, not local album, because it's going to be streamed all over the world, but then I'm going to stuck locally and can do the real body of work to promote the album. And I want album sale. I want album with impact. I don't just want to put it out and it just step on iTunes, but it not sell no tune.
Yeah.
I want to sell, I want to promote and push it in other areas. And we don't have the opportunity for that, as you know, the visa crisis. So I just get down here, I'm in a business about nothing until I can travel how I want and do what I want to do. Nothing really important. I just go and maintain and stay at Jamaica and enjoy my country. But if I go do the real work, I have to get the tool. I need the access to the places.
Will you ever get that access?
Well, that's up to the Lord. What me can do. I can't determine what the embassy decides. So what we have to do is just go and hope and pray. And God always work miracles, me tell you so. I don't have the doubt. As you see, whole heap we have crazy cases and we end up got reinstalled.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I'll be reinstalled. Me not kill nobody. Me not do nothing so bad. So why am I if you have doubts? I'm gonna keep reapplying until I can't apply no more.
Of course. Well, Warlord, we can only thank you, sir, and congratulate you again for an early performance. Bounty the Warlord Killer in concert at Reggae Sumfest at midnight.
True. Respect.
That is good. Let's all right, so that's the Warlord as it relates to an album. Killer, we're looking forward to that album. All right, one of the most recent top-tier designates in Dancehall Aidonia talks his ascension to that status.
Full party! Everybody's...
Yeah. You're now being called one of the kingpins of dancehall. In other words, you're up at the upper chamber. You're among only about 20 maybe about 30 artists in the history of dancehall to make that tier.
Yeah.
I don't know if, do you see it that way?
Well, we don't see it that way, like we just work, you know. You see me? I just work for the people, and if the people say that and put it there, so then I that. But we not really watch that and thing. But we work for greatness, cause everybody knows that Bounty Killer inspire Aidonia and a living legend that, and we are try even go close the fame status someday, you see me? Yes. So that's why I push ourselves to, so we just work for greatness, you see me?
And tours, what are some of the destinations
well,
for the rest
now,
of the summer?
Antigua, St. Lucia, Tobago, Grenada, New York, Miami, Washington, you see me? And that are basically over the summer, you see me? August and early September. Dream Weekend, of course, so. Next week we have 2 shows. Every week I like 2 shows, Friday, Saturday. So next week 2, the week after 2, the week after 2. You see me?
And what do you say to those who are aspiring?
Well, you have to love the music for the music, you know. That's the first thing, you know. You can't love the music for the hype, for the fame, for the money, for the girls, for nothing. You have to love it for the music, you see me? Because once you love it for the music, you got to push yourself and you got to work hard, you see me? Work hard, listen to your critics. Your critics are your biggest fans, you know. Yeah. Because them tell you some things that you need to work one more time. Your fans, you can't do nothing wrong for them, so you can't always listen to your fans. Your critics are your biggest fans. Listen to them. When them say, yo, you need to do this, need to do that, looking at it. If it makes sense, try it, you see me? And just push yourself, challenge yourself, you see me? Always try to be better, always try to be different, you see me?
And you were out there, I mean, coming from you, it's important because you've been out there.
Definitely.
For 10 years, you're there holding it. A tremendous underground following.
True.
And then a breakthrough into the mainstream. True. And the up and keep ascending since.
True.
Some people would have given up Aidonia.
No, we not give up,
you
you know.
Didn't.
Me a Aries, me a Reuben, you know, you see me. Give up nothing on my thing, no time. I like prove people wrong, you see me? And music I'm a real love, my true love, so I can't give up on music, no time. If I never love music, then I would have give up. But music I'm a real love, my true love, my love create, me just love the music. So even at times when it rough and it not look so good, we just block out all of the negative. I have a good family and good friends around me who keep me focused and keep me active. Man like I can say, yo dog, what we do to the build to a new tune and thing. And once you love the music and I do it from your heart, you will always find songs and you have to respect people too. Yeah. Because over the years, me and you two, me not hype on the fans, me not hype on people, you see me? Because when you up people with up within it, but you have times when you hit the down period, and once you be real and respect people will there and respect you and just help you back up.
Now, Fire King Capleton was the closing act of the entire festival. But how pleased was he to be given the stage in broad daylight?
Fireman, you know, yeah. Me like some touch and me light at them on my cell phone and you can't see it in the daylight. You know, I was supposed to be on stage from 5, but you know, I still full joy myself.
It's like we were seeing the fireworks in the daylight.
Definitely, fire in the morning, don't it? Fire in the daylight, yeah.
In fact, some thought that the venue was empty, you know, and I wonder who you'll be performing to.
Yeah, but that didn't happen.
No.
That didn't happen, you know, who was hoping for that, it don't happen, so sorry. Have the next guest coming.
Absolutely.
I mean? Yeah, man, for real.
Because people were saying to me, where did these people come from?
You know what I mean?
All of a sudden the venue was alive again. And now
give thanks, believe in the people believe in me too. So, you know, almost 30 years now doing it, you know what I mean?
Yes.
We do it for the love, no money, no fame, no popularity, no publicity. We do it because we love the people and we love the fans, you know what I mean?
But you're only getting better.
Better and better, cause you know, as I said, you know, we do it clean.
He's getting better at this.
You know, we do it clean, we do it with love, we do it with humility.
Yes.
You know, we do it with diligence and, you know, discipline. Likewise, you know what I mean? We keep the morals up, you know what I mean? And, you know, we still uphold the standard. And we know say a good over evil, so we're going to continue to do good. And we're not going to be nothing deter from doing what we're supposed to do in terms of uplifting people and highlighting people with the energy, the fire, the message, you know what I mean? The whole vibe, you know what I mean? So I love it. Give thanks again, Reggae Sumfest, you don't know. You know, one of the wickedest fire ever burning Sumfest. Capleton did it. You know, the only time a plug ever pull on this ground is Capleton make it happen. And that's the only time I ever remember a plug ever pulled in Jamaica at an event.
The promoter could not have gotten a better closure for this festival.
True.
All right, so after the break, when Marshall unlocks cutting, Popcaan Forever, that's the album, and later, The Man of the Moment.
Remember me leader.
Need I say who? Rygin King from Montego Bay. Wow.
One thing and everything now and after me. And none of them can change me energy. Now you hear me? Hey, big up my friend, get to the cell block right now.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On Stage. So much more than entertainment.
Wayne Marshall, cutting his dreadlocks, generated widespread chatter, especially in social media. For the first time, the Marshall opened up on just why he did it.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth. All the God fear with them. Let me see the hand them know.
But everybody's asking about the hair. What do you say about the cutting of the locks? I mean, Ryan Mark said, he said something, but let me ask you the question. What's with the removal of the locks?
You know what? I just laid my dad to rest. I'm going through so many transitions. I just felt that it was the right time for change. You know what I mean? It's not anything too deep for read into. It's a personal decision. And as I say, like, I mean, if you want to take it spiritually, like, it's just time for change. You know, someone has been thinking about, and you're kind of reluctant because you fear the unknown. But you know what I mean? Sometimes you make the plunge and then you realize that it's a new horizon, it's a new day. I feel new and I feel fresh, and I feel like I'm asking God to change a lot and bring some new situations into play. So why not meet him halfway in the earthly realm and do some new things, you know?
I said, Lord, I pray, I honor your name, deliver your mercy.
Praise the Lord!
All right, just one day before his big performance at Reggae Sumfest, Popcaan dropped his much anticipated studio album to the world. And told us backstage at Sumfest what's on it.
Everybody jump. We don't make people in it.
Yeah, it was the launch and listening, and it was crazy, man.
Yes, I hear you.
It was streaming for a
lockdown
lot
Kingston.
of people too.
And the world, indeed, because people are watching all over the world.
All over the world. So it's a blessing, and you know, like, I'm always trying to do as good as I can for myself, for dancehall music, for my fans them, because you know, like sometimes, you know, like when people are talk about dancehall music certain way and say certain stupidness about like dancehall dead and them foolishness there. Because every genre of music different, and every generation of artists different. So people can expect for forward and I sing like Popcaan them, you see me? As time goes by, the music change, people change with the music, and that's the way it is. So
yeah. And what we noticed, Poppy, was that when the album came, for a little while we were a little bit saying, what is Poppy up to with all the international accolades and achievements and brand ID? We were wondering how you would exploit it. Yeah. And then came this album, and I heard some singles from it.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, I told him, I'm happy to hear what I was hearing. I was very happy to hear what I was hearing from the album.
Yeah, man.
So congrats on the singles that I've heard so far.
Give thanks, man.
So what is going to tell us about what's on it now? Break it down for us.
We have song for the girls them. We have song for the people them. We have all the meditation. We have a party song to put it named I Drive Louis Out. My favorite them, Firm and Strong, Fire in Love, Through the Storm, Silence, and I Drive.
Fair.
Yeah, but you know other people have them different favorites still, you know, but you need to check out the whole line, man. It's a nice album.
I have no doubt. And what are some of the collaborations? Will you collaborate?
Just one, Davido. Yeah, just Davido alone, a thing called Done Rich. So. You don't know, David, I'm looking African brother same way. So we just connect the music to Africa likewise.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And what are your credits on the album? Your own credits?
Well, Unruly Entertainment produced a lot of songs on that album too, you know, along with Dre Skull, Marcus, Not Nice. So my first album, I never really do any production on it, but you know, as time goes by, we start do the thing different. So like a song named Deserve It All, Strong Woman, Naked, me and Marcus Records do that one.
Yes.
You have a thing with Not Nice to on it. So it's just more elevation, you know? Yeah, that's all Popcaan depend.
Talk about Britain, because it is my understanding that Britain is maybe your biggest market, is it?
Yeah,
is it true?
Well,
UK.
well, for now, you know, UK and Canada. You know, we never go to America yet, until further notice. But you don't know, like now, is UK really, like, them love my music different, like,
that's the feeling I get
young.
about you.
Yeah. Like, me I play on some different radio station and me highly appreciate it. Yeah, me just want the youth them for just spread the example and don't bother the hypeness and hype out themselves before time, you see me?
Same.
Yeah, because music is way bigger than people think. It's not about hype and ego. It's about uniting and making the music further. The only thing we mash up our music now is lack of unity.
Yes.
As an artist get 3 songs and 4 songs, you feel like he's bigger than Bounty Killer and Beanie. You see me? Remember, you have to always show respect. The hip-hop industry in a set, them show love to each other. Me see people from overseas that post my album cover more than all dancehall artists. Them think they're stupid. So we just need to gather that call some meeting, unite the business, and get the business going. People feel like dancehall artists, them can't get all of them together one place. Them feel like we're crabbing a barrel, you see me? So we ourselves have to fix up that artists. We know ourselves and fix up on ourselves, you see me? Yeah, don't war for a week and just hype out the thing. You know the thing go. We have more money there for make. Billboard there for mash up. The world is there. It's ours. Dancehall music forever.
Papi, we're proud of you, sir.
Thank you, my G.
You know I help your mother. You know I help you. Everybody wheels up. When the banana fight land. You can't just hide.
All right, there you have it. Popcaan forever. Still to come right here on stage, Rygin King.
Me get no team last night and the team tell me things don't change.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
Fans of dancehall the world over are pretty much unanimous in their view that Rygin King is the man of Dancehall Night at Reggae Sumfest 2018.
That is the enough.
Rygin King is our very special guest right now, right here in this segment of our show. Rygin King, sir. Welcome, sir. Congratulations again.
Yes, man.
On your tremendous night in Montego Bay, in your home city.
Yes, man. Give thanks. You don't know. All our people them turn out to see the King.
Yes.
And as usual, I've made them proud. Yeah.
They are proud. That's a vibe in Montego Bay at this time.
Yes, man. Everybody proud, not Montego Bay only, you know.
Yes.
All of my fans, all of my supporters, yeah? All my friend, them mother, my friend, them grandmother. Yes. Everybody feel proud for know, say, where me I come from, and for know, say, I change over my life and I put it to use right now, yeah?
Yeah.
So, it's a wonderful feeling, man. It's an overwhelming feeling. Big up everybody, big up all our supporters, them. Big up even on stage if you have me back again because you don't know me deserve it there at the time.
Okay, fair enough. We're happy to have you, sir. But what do you mean by change over your life?
Nothing that I really want to elaborate about at this moment because we come to talk about my greatness. But then you don't know, we went through a lot as youth and we might be would they never get to see us if certain things did happen the way you did for you understand?
Okay.
So that's why we glad to say right now we use our talent and we make the people them know so we have talent and them love that and receive that and want to see we excel in our craft more. You understand? And get better and better and make them proud. So
yeah, and all Jamaica is proud when we can, whatever might have been the distraction or whatever had your attention earlier, and you made this transition to what we're looking at now. A credible recording artist. An artist used the opportunity to make the big breakout, or bust out, as we would say. We used to see that at Sting, but for Sumfest, it's very rare that we see a breakout take place. Do you understand that that is, in a sense, unique for an artist to get the kind of breakout you get?
It's great. When me forward and did I say me are the king, a lot of persons that say, oh, him, say him are the king, he must say him praise himself. So, no one now go give me the glory when me say, me know say me have. So at the time, me just make you know say, that was greatness. That was history. That has never been done.
Ever. Well, I'm just making sure that I'm not...
It's never been done.
I'm not going above my...
Yes, so I just want to let you know.
Because I don't have the empirical data to check
Yeah,
at the moment.
I just want to let you know that it has never been done.
What we know, history was made by having 3 Montegonians on the lineup for Dancehall Night. That's a first.
Yeah.
So both in terms of Montego Bay and Sumfest, they both made history surrounding you and your performance this year at Reggae Sumfest.
Yes, because...
nobody can take that from you, boss.
No one can take that from me. As me say, them can't break me, them never made me. Let me say something to you about Reggae Sumfest.
Yes.
I took my chances and made them what they are today. This is something that I don't really want to disclose, but I have to talk. Because me make Reggae Sumfest now 2 months before, about 3 months before even Reggae Sumfest even start the promotion. I say Reggae Sumfest, you know, say me I go out the whole of the area and I just come check on and make you know say I have my part on the show because I didn't want to sit and wait and say, all right, them go call me. And me know say them go call me. Even when me know say them go call me, I say, all right, let me go check them and say, all right, me go at. And they be looking like, who the youth are saying I go at the whole, I go at the rest of the year. They laugh. They not take that serious. But guess what? I show them who is Rygin King. Me show them who is the local youth where they come and tell them, say, me I go at in the next 6 months or me I go at forever until them time there until now.
So you saw this coming?
Of course. I told them. I went to them and said, this is what's going to happen. And this is my offer. And this is what I want you guys to do for me. And what can you do? Yeah? And let me tell
you made an offer?
Yeah, of course.
Like how much you want to be paid?
No, let's not disclose that at the moment. I'm talking about
how much.
I'm talking about talent right now, and I'm talking about where I am going and where people want to see me and the platforms people want to see me on. I made a step towards one of those platforms. I went prepared. I showed them my work. I showed them what was happening on the Western region. Yeah? My music been playing this side. But if they think that it didn't reach them ears, I didn't feel a disadvantage because things take time. But I can tell you myself that it's an overwhelming feeling to know that you tell somebody something who them never believe. Me can tell us them never believe.
Yes.
Them never believe me.
How did you prepare though for it, for the performance now? Because this must have been your biggest stage today.
Yeah, one of my biggest platforms on Sumfest, Rygin King, give thanks for want to give me a chance to show my people them that I am worthy. I want to commend them on that. I do 2 rehearsals with Rough Cut Bands and you know, it was a lovely rehearsal. Yeah? I did for do all another rehearsal where I never did get for do, but that never did stop me because you don't know. I'm a talented youth, you know. Yeah, and I have my craft. So I don't know, say, oh, all right. Really, I'm going to knock out there, I'm going to go out there, go deliver.
Yes.
Nothing else, no tweet, so. Me change my set, you know.
You changed it?
Yeah.
The plan set?
At the time. Right away at the time. Right away at the time, me changed my set in a Sumfest. I said, all right, in the morning, you know, I was supposed to perform earlier. I did it and I say, all right, well, Sumfest, you don't give me a platform already, so no matter which time I go work. The people are wait for me. If I did 12 o'clock the next day, then they still stand up in the crowd and wait till me perform, them go. One of the time, they must say, oh, time sharp, but I mean, the people them want to see. You can't take off a man off a stage with the people them want to see at the time. I wouldn't say that I was disrespecting their time limits or anything. Yeah?
Okay.
I went out there and did what I had to do. And as me I say, them feel proud at the end of the day, so why not?
Of course, and that's what matters at this time.
Yeah.
But what's this about? This little thing with you and Nuffy. What exactly is that? What's going on there?
Nothing, man. Me want to look blogging, I want to look room I go on. Let us address this matter right now at this moment. And if you stop that, man, right now, because I don't want nobody to feel like, say, we're there in no form of conflict. That's no form of conflict. That's a simple, easy resolving matter.
Okay.
Yeah? You understand? Nuffy are doing job. Rygin King are doing job. You don't know at the point promoters and everybody are pressure Nuffy. You understand? And me now make Nuffy pressure me because he might get pressure. So think about that at the moment. Yeah? So I just did that do my job. Not for that do film job. Pay every way, man.
No, well, you can't make time still. Time cannot be made.
Yeah.
And others were there to come after you. So what can you tell us about what you bring to dancehall? What will you be doing that is different, if anything, from those before you? Do you have something different that you're going to bring to the space that's not there yet?
Myself.
Yeah, well, apart from that, of course.
Apart from that.
And your history creating.
Let me say this. Since me forward in a music, in a dancehall music, they have seen the changes.
Okay.
And all who decide say them not see the change, them go see it. It's visible. Ray Charles can see it. Yeah? So me just make you know say me forward with a different energy, me forward with a different sound in a music. You understand? And me forward with a joyful and a painful and a strong spirit right now.
It's
the music,
painful and joyful at
and
the same
strong.
time. And
yes,
strong.
Of course.
Okay.
Because these lyrics that I'm expressing are you're hearing right now, they're real life. You understand? Remember when I grew up, remember when I did Poor Daddy. Things all change, my song I go hard and I'm still at the same. The more them teach me learn. Different things in life and experiences I've learned. Yeah. So, and maybe I say I'm paranoid because that's one of my songs that I would like to premiere on stage.
Yes.
Yeah. My new video, Paranoid. Yeah. My experience a lot along the way and I have far way to go. So me sing these things in my song, they are very painful and strong. Yeah. So a lot can relate to them and me relate to them, me feel them. So everybody I feel them too.
All right, so let's go to the video right now for it. That song, Paranoid.
A lot of dangerous things are going in my life, and it's hard to sleep at times. Father God alone know what me do last night, and it makes me paranoid. Paranoid, it there in my eyes. If I sleep I slide, because me paranoid. Yeah, me paranoid.
All right, so that's one of them, a new one from Rygin King. Those of you who will be wondering where he's going next, well, this is a song that he's asking you to listen to, right? Right, Rygin?
Yes, man, I don't know. Paranoid, I don't know. All the youth can relate to that right now. And they've been waiting for this video to drop, you see me? So, them are hear the audio. It's a burn up the road. It's a do good overseas. So the visual drop right now is a good platform drop on right now. And I'm sure I know say them go accept it, yeah? And I want to let everybody know where I try in a music, say, don't take no for an answer. Not true you knock on one producer door and him tell you say him not voice you. That no mean say you're not tough or that no mean say you're not going to make it. Him going to make you stronger, him going to push you.
So you have heard a lot of that?
Of course. There's been a lot of closed doors, yeah? And I've went and formulated my team for myself. Just imagine, 4 years ago, me could have come knock on no from a producer door around town. Them now go look for me as Rygin King, the Rygin King that I say I am today. Yeah? You wouldn't even let you get.
Yes.
And that's reality. So you guys need to just come on and see that and know that. So that's reality. I'm talking the truth. Yeah? The whole of the young artists them right now, I feel them time. They're 2018, I will me bust the gate for the whole of the youth them.
Okay, so,
right now.
But that doesn't mean that those before are to step away, is it?
No, those before are doing great. And that has nothing to do with those before.
Because you have to explain what you mean by film time now.
Because
can everybody hold, for example?
Well,
all of
the
you,
cake big.
those before and
the cake big. The cake big, my boss. As me I say, this is the gateway. I open the gate and make some youth know say, yo, you can bust youth.
Yes.
The music. Yeah? Without even you think say, yo, somebody have to call me up on stage. Yeah? All right, that's all.
And you didn't get that, Rygin. You didn't get called up or get a big name to endorse you, did it?
Look. You can look. You can look. You can do your research.
You touched on it. You want to inspire youngsters. You want to change. You want to bring through youths. You want to save lives. Is that a mission for you in your music?
I'm only one man, Winford. I'm not going to take on a mission that I think that I cannot fulfill because that would be a lie.
Yes.
You understand? I only can be one of the artists are one of the motivators or inspirers that can let one know that there is the well, and I don't want you to jump inside it because you will drown. That's all I can do. Yeah? I have kids. I have sisters and brothers, families. I have people that look up to me. You understand? I got to be the role model for them. And whosoever that are looking up to me to do that. So I cannot do that for everyone. Yeah? I'm just trying to be a human being.
The impact on your career that you envision as a result of this. You know, the overall impact on your career.
I don't know. Watching a man.
Yeah.
After Sumfest, I go sleep and go on a stage show after that, and then after that, I did a stage show. After that is another stage show. Alone work. So people them know say Rygin King focus after all of the greatness. Me still focus, you see me? Me still I do what I have to do to make sure say I keep up that standards. Yeah? No, me can't, this is not the time for me to lay back and say, yo, yeah. Everybody has say, yo, the thing hot and now the thing tough. You see me? The thing always tough, you see me? I just know as he say tough. So now as he say tough, I'm not going to lay back and say, oh God, no, everybody say the thing tough. I tough up the thing more.
Okay. Talk your objective, your overall objective for us in music. Where are you going with this? Yes.
As I'm saying, I'm setting a lot of goals in music.
Yes.
Sumfest is one.
And that is already conquered.
That's
conquered. That's in the bag, okay?
This was one also. This has been accomplished.
On stage?
Of course.
Okay.
The platforms are there for the artists.
We're always open.
Yeah, because let me say this. If you want to excel in life, you have to set goals. Short-term, long-term goals. No matter what they are. And you just knock them out and say, all right, that is done. What's the next one? You understand? I'm ready for Rygin King, ready for collect them Grammys, yeah? Them awards, yeah? Rygin King ready for surpass. I'm ready for go beyond, you know. My people are ready for me to go beyond. People are ready for me to show them different things, yeah? And represent for Jamaica, not just only Mobile, yeah? So I need to go out now as the king, grab the food and come put it back on the table for people. What are you?
Rygin King,
yeah, man.
Good to have you, sir. Congratulations again.
Yeah.
And continue on your journey, sir. And we're watching and reporting on all your progress.
Yes, man.
You sound ready and serious and poised and educated about what is necessary to go forward.
Yeah.
And I hope you continue to learn as you go along.
Yes, because that's what's happening. More them teach you learn, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Blessed love.
Yes, man.
All right, so there you have him. The man of the moment as it relates to dancehall in the global Jamaican space. Winford Williams, on behalf of all of us, thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more On Stage.
Yeah, I get that dream last night and the dream tell me things are changed. A long time and I suffer and I know things still are the same. Sumfest, me just want you have faith for me. When me touch you road, me say free for me. Me just a stay focused. Over you to go to. Yeah, hear me. Me see the change and I never. I'm used to that. No patience. I said fans on the team motivate me. Them say low badness and sing song you know. I can't play fool me all the way on. Look up tonight. Mama said so. And I will never forget them. Like it. Sumfest. Remember me grow. Hear me now. Bouncy low. From Boxer come my bill. God know a poor life in Sumfest. A lot of night my father come in from work and no food even them on the table. Hey, me never grow with cable. A lot of time him say son him not hear me. Him say nobody leave me to self go so. One thing, me tell you the pressures in life make me stronger. He make me grow with hunger. Remember me grow, hear me now. And I will never forget where me come from. Hear me now. Hear me I say.